What's up, you guys? It's your girl DollFaceRadio, hosting at New York Music Festival 2019. This is their third annual from November 21st to November 24th. Do not miss out. We have Quis here that's going to perform, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. It's cold outside.
It definitely is.
We're managing.
It's New York.
Yeah, no.
Right? Typical things. It's cold 365 days, I believe.
Exactly.
So, are you from Brooklyn?
No, I'm actually from Jersey. Yeah, Jersey City to be exact. So I came over the water throughout all the cold to be here.
To be here. So. Well, we do appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. So how do you feel? Like, this is your first time being in New York, or?
Nah, I mean, I come to New York all the time.
Right.
I actually have, performed here for, I've had multiple performances here in the past. But, I'm excited for this opportunity because, like you said, it's the third annual festival. So I was, had my eye and had this festival on my radar for quite some time. So I'm just happy, just to be here and be a part of it.
Okay. So, I mean, do you have people coming out to support you when you're performing?
I got a lot of Jersey that's going to be in the building on that day.
Okay, so you bring a good amount of people who get to support?
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. Any girlfriend, anything like that coming to support?
We might have some friends there. We might, I'm going to make sure that we keep our, discretion because we want to keep it, solely focused on the music. But if you see somebody screaming a little bit, just
that is true.
Everybody remain calm.
Well, since you are not from New York, let me put a little spice into what New York is about, okay? Would you like me to do that?
I'm here for it.
Okay, so I am from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right? Born and raised in Brooklyn, actually Flatbush.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have to break down the 5 boroughs for you overall, but if you've been here long enough, you see a whole bunch of change in New York, though.
Yeah.
Like from the gentrification, even schooling, jobs. I mean, everything has changed here dramatically.
Yeah, for real.
So
I see a lot of it, and honestly, Jersey City, we right there, so a lot of that has made its way over to there as well. So we're starting to see the same changes that you guys are experiencing. So when I come over here, it's like, well, they're doing the same thing to us, but we gotta keep pushing, keep making things happen.
I mean, since you're performing here, though, you have to at least let us know 1 or 2 of your favorite New York City artists, no artists that you
current or previous?
Either or. Yeah, give me in the 90s and give me now.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the 90s, definitely Nas.
Okay.
So I know you're from Brooklyn, but we gotta shout Queens out for that one. And I'm gonna say for the new artists, I don't want to say. Actually, you know what? Since his album just dropped, I really like Dave East.
Okay.
And I've been following him for a minute, so that his album just dropped recently, and I listened to it. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna say he's probably one of my favorite New York artists right now too.
Okay. I mean, so is that one of the people that you would like to do a collab on one day or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, most definitely. A lot of his content, is like reality rap. He throwing street gangster rap in there too, but it's he speak about real life decisions and things that you go on as an adult.
Right.
That's kind of the same music that I do in the album I just dropped, Coffee and Chemtrails. I talk about the same stuff, just growing up and navigating adulthood. So I like that type of music. So I'll definitely be open to that.
Okay, that's good. Well, for the new New York Music Festival, there's going to be tons of different artists and great DJs there as well.
Exactly.
Are you looking forward to seeing anybody in particular?
Definitely want to kick it with Self, chop it up with him. I've been to some shows that he was involved with in the past, and I'm always keeping my eye on things that's shaking and moving out in the city. So, throughout the experience, I want to definitely just chop it up with as many people as I can and just build, networking is important for us as especially indie artists, because it's you grinding from pretty much the bottom. So when you make those connections, it helps you and, works out better for you as you continue to grow and progress.
Okay. That's interesting. Do you feel that you will ever be able to move to New York City though?
The funny thing about it is I was thinking about it maybe a couple of months ago, because I was as of recent, probably within the past year, I've been spending so much time coming to New York for just networking events and really speaking to people who already have a foot in the industry on things that they got going on that I'm starting to get tired of taking the PATH train. So it would be a little bit easier if I did live here. However, if I'm looking at Jersey, and you know, we talked about gentrification and how much like the cost of living is.
Right.
Y'all cost of living is a whole nother ball game.
Definitely is.
So if I can afford it, I would.
Right.
Until then, I'm broke.
I mean, pretty much it's like you living in New York City, you kind of got to be in a hustle mode.
Yeah.
Like you really kind of got to finesse each different opportunity as possible. Take everything and make your money all different ways out here.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy because I know for a fact I'm like dancing on the train.
Yeah.
Like that's a big New York City thing. Like
yeah, you're right.
a lot of people is making an actual living off that. Like,
nah, you could definitely get bread doing that.
Yeah, there's this guy named Ty Live.
Mm-hmm.
His Instagram is @Ty_Live, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing like the Barclays Center, like the
wow.
Nets game, and doing like he's doing a whole lot, like just from doing that.
Training
like,
people, recording them, and
right.
just setting out for entertainment.
Yeah, like, and that's the one thing I can say about being born in Brooklyn. Like, I get to see all sorts of different like cultures and lifestyles and experiences that people went through growing up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting how, you know, to outsiders, dancing on the train will look ghetto. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But it's actually a thing that we as a collective black culture dancing, like we bring all the spice all the time.
You right.
I mean, you know,
right.
it's all about the New York Music Festival. That's why, you know, we're having these situations and these concerts and events, you know, to bring all of that back. Yeah. You know? I try
to, you know, I lived in Maryland for a little bit. While I was down there, it's like, to them, the way I talk, they always like, you from New York? I'm like, nah, I'm from Jersey. Right? So it's like, to them, just this area in itself and, you know, us being so close, they always kind of mesh us together. But I do a great job of like explaining to them like the differences that do exist. But, you know, some of the stuff that you talk about with the New York culture, like they're fascinated by it.
Right.
You know, to me, it's like regular because I'm like, it be in New York. So we already know, like, you know, we at Times Square, we here, we there. And it's like, it's things that we always see when we come across the world. For them, it's like, oh, I want to visit it and see it. So, you know, I try to talk to them about, you know, any questions that they have about the experience here as much as I could.
How do you feel about the hip-hop culture now? Like, how do you feel about, you know, like Young Thug and 6ix9ine, especially that 6ix9ine situation? Like, how do you feel about these hip-hop artists now, the young ones that's coming up?
I mean, like, for me as an artist, I always think about, like, sustainability. Right. So I want to think about, you know, long-term, like, you know, some people are always trying to make it seem like they want to hurry up and get some money, right? So we're trying to push like singles. We're trying to push, you know, getting on the radio as fast as you can and remaining hot, you know. And from what I've been seeing, like, you know, the artists that some of you named, not really Young Thug, but like, you know, 6ix9ine, a couple artists, it's like once you get that hit, you might get 1 or 2. Eventually, you got to keep that going, right? So it's like once you get that hit, you got all these eyes on you. You now got to keep creating, and that could put a lot of pressure on you. So, you know, for me, I try to create projects so that way they can last a little bit longer in time, one after the other, because it's something to always go back to. Opposed to that, you know, that hit that you got right now, which is the current sound, but maybe 5 years from now isn't the current sound. Like, I think about like Trinidad James when he dropped All Gold Everything. Right? And that jump was like the hottest song, you know, in America at the time. And then we haven't heard from him since. Not to say that he ain't been grinding, because like I've seen him, but to the magnitude of how it was back then. Spotlight. Exactly. That's what it is. So it's like sustainability. Like you can make that record, but then they're gonna want another one like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, see that now. A lot of these black artists in the hip hop game right now is like getting locked up for everything. I mean, I've never seen such a like consistent freaking arrest. Like it's crazy. Like everybody's going down for something they did in their past is catching up to them. And what the messed up part about it is that these industries is making these artists rich and famous to get it right, taken away.
And it's funny that you say that too, because I had a show that I was supposed to be doing. I mean, it's still gonna push through, but it was with Casanova, and he was gonna be there. And then the NYPD had like sent out to the venue that they had to like shut it down.
Oh wow!
So it was like, you know, that the type of, you know, event that was being put together had nothing to do with, you know, any type of violence or whatever they were saying it was trying to promote. And it's like, bro, like everybody got a pass, you know, so. if somebody's trying to make something of their future, how you going to stop them from doing that? So for me, I think a lot of it is like conspiracy, to where it's like
definitely could be. That yes, it definitely could be.
Controlling the market, controlling the area,
Yeah.
pushing people out, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could look at it from that end, and then you also got people that say that they think that some of the labels are in cahoots with it because it's good for like marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, but it kind of is smart if you think about it. Just messed up.
Yeah, business is business though. As always.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once again, we do thank you for doing this interview with me.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
And we're going to see you perform, right?
Yes, we are. Next
for the
week.
New Music Festival.
Yep.
What day are you performing?
I'm performing on the kickoff event, and I'm performing on Sunday.
Okay, so we'll definitely see you there. Thank you guys for tuning in and show up for the New Music Festival.
Quis Chandla, follow me on all platforms, QUISCHANDLA.
All of that.
Hey yo, this is Quis Chandla. Check out my new album, Coffee and Chemtrails, on all streaming platforms. I'm also going to be performing at New York Music Festival on November 22nd and November 24th at Blackthorn 51. Get y'all tickets, make sure y'all be there.